Now then, this video is brought to you by the word hope. Hope that we can get up into the mountains and hope that we can find an impressive big pink bird. So I'm heading along the motorway, not far from Aphrodite's Rock, which I went to on a previous film on this series. This time we're going to be heading north, up into the mountains. Not sure how far I'll get. The recent earthquake and the weather apparently is causing some problems, so I'm not sure we're going to get too far up there. But we'll see what we can do. And then, as I mentioned right at the intro, after that we're going to head south again, head to some salt lakes, and fingers crossed, we might just get to see some flamingos. Personally, I'm a little pessimistic. In my experience, when you go and look at particularly birds in the wild, they always stand or nest as far away from humans, quite rightly, as possible. So the thing that's really struck me driving around Cyprus is how green it is in March, in spring. It's really very pretty, and the weather has been pretty good for my stay here. It's in the low 20s and it's been sunny most days, which is quite different apparently to last year when it was rainy. Well, I hope you're enjoying the drive up towards the Troodos as much as I am bringing it to you. If you are, appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button, smash a like. Let me have some comments as well. Maybe you've been here yourself and you've got some advice for people about where a good place is to go. Wow. So I've reached the point where I was told to stop, but the roads are clear. There's no sign of any debris on them, and certainly no sign of any snow. The conditions are very good for driving. So I'm going to go a little bit further, see how far I can get up to the Troodos. Well, I'm now about 10 to 12 kilometres from Troodos. The climb is getting a bit steeper, the bends are coming a bit more quickly, but the weather is fine and the roads are fine. Well, as you can see, we've hit the level where the trees have really closed in. There's a lot more of them. I'm assuming outside the temperature is a lot colder than it was when I started out on this little trip. The other thing to note though is the lack of traffic. There really hasn't been much of it. As you can see, there is a blue car in front of me for most of this trip, but really we're about the only two that I've seen. There's a couple a bit further back behind us and not much coming in the other direction. So we've arrived in the Troodos area, and all of a sudden, as you can see around the road, there is snow.
upon I and I children.
So I've arrived at Troodos. There is snow. It is certainly colder. You can see the jumper. And they've even got green British phone boxes. So we've completed the first part of this film. We've got up to Troodos. There is a little bit of snow around, not very much, but a little bit. And we'll have a quick look around. Well, one of the reasons why I drove up here is because I wanted a view, and here's a view looking out to the north of the island. Right then, let's head south and let's try and find some of those big pink birds. On the way back down, found a place to pause, which actually is a really good illustration of where we're heading. We can look back out towards the Mediterranean and you can see the salt lakes down there, and the salt lakes is hopefully where the flamingos are. So I'm pretty much out of the mountain area and heading towards the coast now. The roads were fine. I'm sure the weather sometimes gets in the way and causes a few problems and you have to watch out for that. But as far as I was concerned, excellent roads, relatively easy drive up there, and well worth it for the views. And obviously if you want to go skiing, you can do more or walking up there. But I just wanted to pop up there, see the view. So now we're right down by the coast and about 10 kilometres to the Salt Lakes or so. Not feeling too confident of seeing anything, but fingers crossed we do. This film could either end with a really interesting sight or a great big damp squid.
Keep left.
So I'm going to go back a little bit along the road for a better view of the Salt Lake, at least to finish with, and who knows, maybe there I'll get lucky and see one, but I'm probably sort of not going to succeed today, am I? So I've come a little bit further back from the coast to have a final look at the Salt Lake, see if I can see the flamingos, and guess what? No, I can't. So there, behind me, is the Mediterranean, and there is part of the Salt Lake. But still, you can see no flamingos, just a car passing. So it is pretty special to be out here. It's fantastic views, but no flamingos. So I have to be honest, I've done the end of this film quite a few times, and I've said I can't find the flamingos, and I thought I'd let you down. But you know what? Just when I was about to give up, I found them right next to the docks.